I've never been more disappointed in a member of this community ever. And I'm a very linear person, so I'm usually very focused on the stuff that I'm working on right now, but this needs confrontation and addressing at this very moment in time. Disclaimer, a lot of verbal harassment, you've been warned. So the people we'll be talking about is USP37873, KS Doom, and some random named Goat Russian Bear. Little Birdie told me that a decorated driver in another league, Paul F2, named KS Doom, wanted to disguise himself and essentially smurf and win the championship in Paul F3 under an alternate account named Goat Russian Bear. Now it said that KS Doom was going to make a video saying that he helped coach a noob to win a Paul F3 championship, when in reality it was just himself. But that's a massive theory on our end. We only have screenshots to provide that show him wanting to make a video but being hindered by someone else. We will get to the rest of that later. When confronted on the matter on how we got connections with Goat Russian Bear, he was said to have met him over another league called STO, but when we searched that league, Goat Russian Bear had no records of messaging. So unless KS Doom DM'd the guy out of fucking nowhere, it would be so damn impossible for them to connect through this league. Now let's continue expanding on the screenshot. In this string of messages, KS Doom is saying that he pulled some strings because someone was getting in his way for the video. Now whether or not KS Doom is Goat Russian Bear, it doesn't matter at this point. He outright admitted in these screenshots that he DM'd and paid other leagues to get a legitimate rival banned, and that in of itself is a breach on so many rules, so many violations. Regardless of his following statements, this is extremely reckless and unprofessional for something as just simply as wanting to have fun and race competitively for as much as an in-game currency. It's just completely ridiculous. Let's look into how KS Doom Player 0 and USP37873 tried to get this driver named Nakai mass banned from other leagues. One of their pieces of evidence that was shared, that was even sent to VF1 when we first initially met USP, was a photo of Nakai logging out of Roblox and showing a username of another decorated champion on the login screen. This would paint Nakai as a smurfer in Paul F3. Ironic considering these three were doing the same thing, but for real. This would have passed as legitimate evidence except for one extremely deciding factor, and that is the profile decoration on Nakai. They do not own the pixelated profile decoration that you would get from the Discord checkpoint, meaning somebody disguised himself as them, proceeded to stage a photo of Nakai in these incriminating positions, and use it as legitimate evidence in FIA documents spread across several leagues to get them banned. One of the people to do this is this guy, USP37873. I'm starting to hate pronouncing his name too. League owner saw his document, was extremely impressed, and he wanted to write up an FIA document saying that Nakai is a hacker and he should be banned, and well, in a couple of minutes it was all said and done and Nakai was gone. Now the unfortunate thing is, obviously it's a fault on us for not looking at the document sooner and noticing the obvious contradictions. But I mean seriously, LEGO Racing cannot be this fucking serious. So we addressed the bad shit that every league owner should probably know about KS Doom or Player 0. Let's focus on USP37873. Now at the time, this is the biggest annoyance for us, and that was how we only wrote a document for Nakai that wasn't even completely non-contradictory. Everything after that, no race control documents made. I even shared in my template so we can make more race documents like how we did Nakai's because of how thorough he was, or so I thought. As a matter of fact, he had more instances on acting like a moderator than his actual position, which is race control. In the time where he was sworn in throughout the following events, Miami Grand Prix, the Canadian Sprint, the Canadian Grand Prix, he was absent for all of them. He was only focusing on confronting people, and in one worst case scenario, getting one of our drivers to rage quit because of a subtly racist gift they sent, and them getting a mute from USP. I mean, I would love to make a shit post on this whole separate situation as well, but we're getting off topic here. This is where I'm going to re-mention the disclaimer. Some hella verbal harassment is going to be shown now. Here's him fat shaming and being hella transphobic to another league driver, and here's another one of him promoting someone wanting to kill himself. Yeah. In conclusion, KS Doom, or Player 0, or however the fuck you want to call them, and USP are both accused and permanently banned from VF1 because of framing other league drivers, smurfing in lower theater series, and USP is specifically banned for having an insane god complex and being extremely rude to others in the community. And I want to let everyone know, if you have these people in your league, get rid of them. They're not going to stop until they're made examples of. And USP, if you're somehow watching this and you've reached this point, I'm disappointed. Really disappointed. I say that same statement to KS Doom, even Busy looks like a saint compared to you. And I want to preface this by saying VF1 only documents this shit so some semblance of justice is made, not because we want drama. We want to better this community because the current state of road racing is low-key kind of ass, and we want to create a better environment for it. That should be it. Okay, on to whatever race is next after Canada. I think that's Qatar.